Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla. Watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our best full-face motorcycle helmets under $200 guide at RevZilla.com. In this video, I'm going to break down the top 5 full-face motorcycle helmets under the $200 mark based on our riding, our research, and expert opinion. Now, we look at the full-face set at what I would consider to be an entry-level to mid-range price point. There are a ton of helmets out there. RevZilla carries a ton of them, and again, we're not going to get behind anything that's not a solid helmet, but this is the absolute best within this category. These helmets are full face, meaning they're going to be universal, do most things well. Most of them are going to carry a fit pattern that's going to work with most riders, so whether you're sport riding, commuting, sport touring, adventure riding, or you're actually getting to the track for a few of these will really do it all without breaking the bank. Now, keep in mind the themes here when we think about full face helmets under $200 over the last 5 years in motorcycling. We've seen value for dollar and technology for dollar go up, and that leads to satisfaction for dollar when we think about more protective helmets that protect better, that really steal from the DNA of their more specific, more expensive big brothers and big sisters in these families of products, and you're seeing that technology trickle down. So everything I'm going to show you today that we're really excited about, 5 years ago, you might have seen these prices be double. You might have seen these helmets in the $300 to $350 to almost $400 range. Now, when you're considering them, think about things like fitment. Think about things like aggressiveness. Is it more geared for upright, or is it more geared for the 3/4 of the tuck, or taking to the track more sport orientation? You're also going to see liners change, drop-down sun visors come and go, and even your safety ratings from DOT to ECD, even Snell, start to show up in this under $200 mix. And keep in mind, you can click the info button, shop the full collection at RevZilla.com, watch detailed breakdown videos, and read rider reviews about everything we have for you on our website. Now, moving into the first onto my table. To my right, I have the best lightweight sub $200 full face helmet. This is the Bell Qualifier, 3 pounds 6 ounces, DOT ECE rated, and it carries an intermediate oval head shape. Bang for the buck, you're coming in around the $110 mark. Blows us away that they're able to hit that. Now, it's a polycarb helmet, reasonably lightweight compared to the set, compared to the entire category, and ultimately, it does the basics well. Decent vent scheme, basic guts. There is going to be a deluxe version of this helmet, which gives you the transition shield. It also gives you an improved liner. And in this category as well, if you're not an intermediate oval head shape, if you're a bit more round, think about something like the HJC CL-17. Now, in my opinion, the CL-17 doesn't have the fit and the finish of the Qualifier, but again, if you're not an intermediate to longer oval, if you're more round, wider in the temples, this helmet probably isn't going to be the best fit. But this fit tends to be most of the US market. So again, our best lightweight helmet. Now, moving on, this is our best blacked out, murdered out helmet in the category. Tried and true, this is the Icon Alliance. Around the $150, it's the only matte Rubitone finish. I will call out right out of the gates, the Icon Fit is a longer oval. So it takes my head shape and it elongates it a little bit further. Now we look at it, there's also a sister product called the Alliance GT. It goes up about 50 bucks. It has a drop down sun visor. This helmet's probably been around for 4 to 5 years. It's rock solid. It's great as a second helmet, great as a first helmet for you if you're making your way into motorcycling, great to keep in the trunk of your car or in your garage for 2-up riding, but again, rock solid vent scheme, it's got that longer oval fit, again, a little bit more sporty, a little bit more aggressive, but the Rubitone is really a nice addition that really sets it off. So again, this is the Icon Alliance at around the $150 mark, again, allows you to get rolling without breaking the bank and carries a really interesting and unique style to it. Now, the mid of our table is our best sport helmet for sub $200. This is the Icon Airmada. Now, when this helmet came out a few years ago, if they would have told us it was replacing the high-end airframe, we would have probably believed them. 3 pounds 9 ounces, long oval head shape, just like you're going to see here with the Alliance, but ultimately this helmet is super compact, super aggressive, 4 shell shapes, really slim, really aerodynamic, phenomenal venting structure. Now again, the solids start around the $180 mark. This is a Chantilly graphic. The graphics start to get a little more expensive over that $200 mark. We just wanted to show you something that was a little more contrasty than a solid helmet today. But ultimately, hands down, they've done a phenomenal job on this helmet. DOT ECE rated. This is the helmet that stood out to us that said they could have easily gone $350 or $400. The Icon Airmada is really going to be that next generation sport helmet that they've blown us away with, ultimately targeting that sub $200 price point. Now remember, everything I'm showing you here today is going to ship for free over 39 bucks. As always, if you want to talk to us, we're happy to guide you through it. And I'd love you to click our logo, subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel, leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback on everything I'm showing you today, but challenge us on anything you think we missed out on or anything we didn't include. Now, moving left, I have our best Snell-rated helmet. There's an entire set of people out there, an entire set of riders that are thinking about, they like DOT, but they want to go to that Snell rating. It's an additional safety rating. This is the HJC FG-17. It's FG fiberglass composite starting at $189. Great ventilation scheme, intermediate oval in its head shape, but it carries that Snell rating. And the cool part about it is it's 3 pounds 9 ounces. And typically when we see Snell enter the picture, it adds 3 to 4 ounces to a normal DOT ECE helmet. The fact that they're able to hit 3.9 and give it the additional reinforcement of the Snell rating really blew us away. Again, so track oriented if you want to take that next leap forward. Again, it steals DNA from that ARFA series of helmet. And I will tell you, within the Snell rated helmets sub $200, there are a few out there. Scorpion makes one, the XO410. This helmet is apples and oranges and above the rest when it comes to fit, finish, and details, inclusive of fit when you think about sub $200. Now, last up on my table is your sexy Italian. This is the AGV K3 SV, and this is the best helmet with a drop-down sun visor. You can see I have it and it's actuated here on the left. The cool part about this helmet is that while it does come in at the $199 mark for the solids, and I'll tell you the Simoncelli graphic comes in north of the $200 mark. My biggest gripe here is they need to do a Simoncelli graphic and a Rossi graphic at the $200 mark. But that aside, you'll get 3 pounds 8 ounces. So it's the second lightest helmet, DOT ECE rated with the full drop-down sun visor mechanism on the table. It carries a very Italian-inspired race DNA. It has a very Hawksbill profile, very, very aggressive. But the cool part about this helmet, again, without adding that additional weight, is that they've pulled it all together in that race-inspired package, again, without sacrificing much. So it's a much more high-end build from AGV, again, stealing from the Corsa, stealing from the Pista GP family of lids. Our biggest knock on this helmet is the same as the Alliance. It only really has 2 shell sizes. So when you are on the medium and you're at the top end of that smaller shell, or if you're into that, the large set, you're getting a bigger shell than you need. So ultimately, some of you out there that want a more compact shell, you might think about the HJC or even the Icon Airmada, thinking about more of that sport orientation. So all in, if we consider these 5 to be the best of the entirety of the full-face sub $200 collection at RevZilla.com, our favorite helmet is the Airmada in the middle. Again, value for dollar, protection for dollar, technology for dollar. This is a track-inspired helmet, great in the 3/4, great in the tuck position, very aerodynamic, and the fact that they did 4 helmet molds, 4 sizes, and allowing it to become so compact really just blew us away. You heard me when I went through it the first time. For all of those reasons and more, read the rider reviews, watch the detailed breakdown videos of all of them, but this is a very special helmet for where it lands in the food chain, ultimately able to come in under the $200 mark. Now, the next step in your journey is to click the info button. Shop the full collection, read rider reviews, watch detailed breakdown videos, again, on everything I've showed you here today at RevZilla.com. As always, we'll ship for free over 39 bucks. If you want to talk to a gear geek to walk you through, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Remember, we do guides on just about everything, from motorcycle to how-to collections of product to help you get the best out of your motorcycle experience, whether you're upgrading or you're just starting out. Don't miss out on subscribing us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel. Keep up to date with our opinion on the latest and greatest in the moto universe. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.